Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. Today what I wanted to do is to walk you through some of my pin collection. Now I have 4 big binders of pins, so I'm actually only going to walk you through 2 of those at this point. Otherwise I think it would just get a little bit too overwhelming. I'm pretty pleased with my collection as it has evolved. If you've been following the channel right from the very first video, you'll remember that I had just a handful, like literal a handful of pins that I had collected over the years prior to deciding to actually get started on true pin collecting. But over the last few years, I want to say it's been about 4 years, I have really accrued a nice collection. I'm pretty pleased with it so far. But of course, I'm still adding, and I'm getting more pin mail next week, and I'll be adding some fun things. Hopefully you enjoy it. Before we jump into the first of the 2 pin books I'm going to share with you today, just a quick reminder that the April giveaway is up and running. So if you would like to enter for a box of mystery goodies to be drawn for at the end of the month, just hit that subscribe button as soon as you are a subscriber. If you're a new subscriber in the month, you get 3 entries into the drawing. Existing subscribers always have 1 as our thanks to you, and then you get additional entries just by commenting on any of the videos that we've uploaded over the course of the month of that giveaway. So it's pretty easy. Just hit that subscribe button and comment if you feel like it, and we'll get you entered into potentially win that box of mystery goodies. But let's go ahead and, oh, this is my dog Iris, for those of you that do not know, and of course she brought me her ducky because that's what she likes to play with most now. So let's go ahead and we will jump into pin book number 1. All right, so the first of the 4 books that I'm going to go ahead and share, this one has all of my Eve and Wall-E pins, or maybe not all of them, but it has the bulk of them. So I have a start on this collection, though I certainly want to add a few more. Some of these I actually just got around the holidays, and then others I've picked up when I was trading. I don't have a lot of up pins either, but this one I ended up getting around the holiday time, and it was the up house with the balloons. Then I also have some of my Baymax pins. Some of these are Loungefly and some of these are Disney Parks. I don't have a ton, but I do have a few. Then I have some of my Stitch collection in here. Most of these came around the holiday time, but I did get one of them from one of my personal shopping customers had sent me this. I absolutely love that pin. Wishing I had saved the backer card, but I kind of learned a lesson on anything that's limited edition to make sure you're saving the backer card. But then I also added this one where you've got Stitch and the little duck as well as Scrump. This one here, May the Force Be With You, and then of course Stitch and the Happy Birthday Cupcake. Then this one, because we are also annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members, I thought was just kind of appropriate. This lunchbox belongs to Stitch, but I got it because it really did remind me of like a piece of luggage. So even though it was the lunchbox collection, I was thinking more along the lines of luggage when I purchased it, and I love that particular pin. On to the next page in this binder. This is the one that also has the bulk of the transportation pins, so the Skyliner series, and I was actually able to complete the entire Skyliner series with just a handful of boxes. I think I purchased 6 boxes and I was able to get all 8 of the pins. Maybe I only got 5 boxes because I really ended up, no, I'm pretty sure I got 6 because I did have a total of 4 traders, but I'm out of all of those traders at this point. And then I'm adding in some of the Disney racers that I've already gotten, though I have a lot more that I have to collect on that. And then these are some of the older, these are the gondolas. So I only have 3 of those because I actually just started paying attention to those, and I'm going to start collecting those as well. And then on to the next page, keeping in line with the transportation, I have the Adventure Is Out There balloon set. I love, love, love this set. And thanks to one of my awesome personal shopping customers, she just sent me the last pin in the series not too long ago, so I was able to complete that. I also have a couple of pins from some of the overseas parks as well. This one came also from a fabulous personal shopping customer, and then this one I purchased from somebody in one of my Facebook groups. I did start collecting these locks, although I'm thinking I don't know that I'm going to continue with those. and make more room for other things that I'm more interested in keeping. And then up here, I got a start on the Hug set, and I wasn't going to collect the entire series, but there are a handful of others like Dumbo and Mrs. Jumbo that I still want to add to this, so I might just want to get all of them. I'm not sure yet. On to the next page, also kind of keeping with the transportation. I have all of the carousel horses that came from that one booster set on here, and I keep looking for others. I put the handbags in here, even though they are not transportation, but they really are beautiful. And then I have these Kingdom of Cute pins, which of course they go with the ears that I'm wearing today, but I have all of the pins from Series 1 and Series 2. Some thanks to fabulous personal shopping customers and subscribers to the channel, but most of those did come from pins, just buying mystery box after mystery box and getting the ones that I needed. All right, and then on to the next page in this binder, if I can flip that open. This one I'm going to reserve for any of my Disney Cruise Line pins, and even though I don't have a ton of them yet, I'm hoping to add to it. So the Vinylmations ones are the ones I actually just did a mystery box unboxing, and I do have, I think it's 3, maybe even 4 of those available for trade. And then I do have these as well. I have a little mini, and I just got the Dale one in a set that I purchased off of eBay. Over here I have all of the Hidden Mickey pins, or some of the Hidden Mickey pins I should say. The Duffies are the ones that I collect the most. I absolutely love Duffy Bear. So I put all of the ones with the hats in here. I'm still missing a couple of those, but I have a pretty good start on it. And then of course Shelly May and Duffy, just some of the more individual ones. But you can tell if they're the Hidden Mickeys by that little silver Mickey head there that's on that leg. If it's a Hidden Mickey, it means that it was a cast member pin that you can only get off of cast members when you're trading in the parks or off a board. So they were originally given to cast members, and then as they're traded out, you might find them other locations. But and then these the kitchenware set, the teapots, the mugs, things like that. I just started on that one not too long ago. I don't have a lot of them, but I have some. And then some of the other Hidden Mickeys, I started with some of the pennants, and then I also have some of the medals, some of the ears as well, so the Duffy and the Shelly May ears, and then just a couple or a few of the surfboards, because I thought that was a cute set. These pins I just happened to like, so as I come across these, I'm adding those kind of like these little silhouette icons. And then of course the Nerds pins, I put those in here. The safety pins I just think are really cute, so I went ahead and I added those to this page as well. And then lastly in this book I have these pins, and these are coming from more international parks. So I want to say these are coming from Tokyo Sea. Those are game pins that you can win. Obviously I haven't been to Disneyland Tokyo in order to go to Tokyo Sea, but I did purchase those online. And then I do have a couple of Ufufi pins as well. And then these pins, one of my fantastic personal shopping customers had sent me these. These are not Disney Parks pins, but I just thought that they were adorable. I love these pins, so I went ahead and I added them to this page. Okay, so moving into the next book, this is going to be my holidays book. These are some of the pins that I have for Valentine's Day. I actually just got this one not too long ago. It's Minnie and Mickey in front of the castle. Of course, Mickey's giving her flowers. And then I thought this one was just so cute with Minnie and Figaro, Donald and Daisy. But that's it. That's specifically Valentine's Day. Then I do have one St. Patrick's pin that I traded for not too long ago. Then we're into kind of the Thanksgiving and Christmas pins. So I purchased this Happy Thanksgiving one this past year at the parks. I thought that was so cute. This one I got from one of my Facebook groups as well. Very reasonable price. Such a cute Stitch Thanksgiving pin. And then into the holiday pins. So some of these came from my family for the holidays. Others I picked up at the Character Warehouse. And still others I kind of purchased out of those Facebook groups that I am a part of. So if you're thinking of different ways that you can kind of build your own pin collections, I have said this a couple of other times, you want to make sure that you have some specific things that you are looking for. And just try to stick with those to start. Like this is a boardwalk gingerbread house, which I just thought it was beautiful. And then this one came from the Grand Californian, and it came from a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady that I know out in California. She is one of my personal shopping customers, and she also is a subscriber to the channel, and she sent me that. It's beautiful, and it is signed on the back by the artist. But you can see some of the others. Now these came off of Disney gift cards because they do a free pin on Disney gift cards around the holidays. So I was very happy to know about that. So I went ahead and I scooped some of those up so I could get those pins. But you can see some of the others. And again, some I traded for, some I purchased. Some came from the parks and some came from trades online. Now this is the advent calendar that I opened around the holiday time. What I love is the detailing that goes into these pins. Each one of these scenes is a 6-pin scene. It's a series of pins for the scene, and they all came out of the same advent calendar, which was so much fun to open, and you can see just the detailing on those. I think these have to be some of my favorite pins that I do have, and they are limited editions. So I know at one point these are going to be very, very valuable for my children when I pass this on. Then we have the Halloween pins, and you can see here, even though I have yet to be at a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, I loved that pin, so I had to go ahead and keep it. Limited edition pin for Maleficent. And then of course these came from online, and those are glow in the dark pins. Got to have a little bit of Star Wars action there as well. So we have Yoda. Some of the Haunted Mansion ones that I've picked up over the years in mystery packs I have found at the character warehouses. And then because I do love everything kind of that's piratey about Disney, I went ahead and I added that to my Pirates of the Caribbean set for Halloween. All right, down to the last couple of pages. Over here, I have a start on some Eastery pins, some basic Easter eggs. And these over here I actually just added. These are coming from an international park. But what I loved is that it was Shelley Mae and Duffy, Minnie and Mickey. And so they kind of come in pairs, which I thought was really cute, or at least most of them. And then, let's see here, what else do we have? Oh, apparently I have a blank page and didn't realize it. Then these are some pins that these are fantasy pins. So these are not pins that you can trade in the parks, but these are pins that I have purchased from people that design them themselves. See if I can hold my hand steady there. There are friends that are family, and there are friends that become family. I just thought that that was such a cute pin, and I loved that you have little Rue there dressing up like Tigger. It was just such a beautiful pin, and when I saw it, I had to have this. This was the artist's first attempt at a pin, so I was very grateful to be able to do that one. This one, because it's a mix of my two favorites, Stitch and Mulan, it was kind of a given that that had to happen. And then, of course, Disney foods and snacks, and that's kind of my weakness there for pins, so I went ahead and I purchased those. And then here we have Lilo trying to rouse Stitch. It's just adorable. I love that pin. Then I also have a couple of pins here from the Disney Brothers, that Disney Backstage subscription service that I was a part of. This was the pin that came in the first canister, and then this is the pin that came in the second. I still have to share the one from the third when I open that canister with all of you, but those are the pins that I have from them at this point. And then the only other thing that I have in this pin binder that I wanted to share with you is I actually just acquired this. This is the second out of 12, so it's the second month, February's month. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean Minnie Mouse main attraction series. And I actually did just get this one. I secured it off of eBay at a fairly reasonable price, so I was very pleased with that. And they were just gorgeous pins. I am going to go ahead and keep them in that protective coating on that card backing as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that quick walk through the first couple of books. I think I can't pick the ones that I love the most out of the 2 books that I shared with you. I have very strong feelings for a lot of those holiday ones because they were gifts from some of my family members. I of course have several gifts in there from different personal shopping customers and subscribers, and so those always have a very, very special place in my heart, but kind of different places in my heart depending on which pin I'm looking at. But I do hold all of the stories for all of those pins kind of close to my heart because it certainly helps me to remember individuals and individual moments in time. I think that's one of the things I love most about pin trading. So I can't really pick one pin out of all of those. I like them for all different reasons, so that's very difficult to do. Sorry, she's got her duck and she's gonna squeak it, apparently. But I think in terms of collections, the collections that I have that happen to be in there, obviously the adventure is out there. The hot air balloon set, that was one that I kind of saw and just fell madly in love with because the pins are gorgeous, number one. And I do like hot air balloons. I think that they're so pretty. And it was one of the first sets that I actually started to collect. So that one is going to maybe be up there in terms of full collections. I'm still working on some of the others. And then I think probably, in terms of full collections, I'm gonna have to go with Kingdom of Cute, just because, as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom of Cute and that artist whose name I butcher every single time that I try to do it. But I do love the Kingdom of Cute products, and I love the artwork that goes with it, and of course those pins. But then I look at all the ones that come from those special people in my life, whether they happen to be my family or my subscribers or my customers. So the whole pin book, both pin books, are just filled with memories, and I'm so grateful for those. So I'm curious, if you're looking for something to comment on, which pin out of all of those is your favorite, the one that you would kind of love to add to your collection? Now, none of the pins that you saw are up for trade or to be sold. I'm very much happy with what I have in those pin books, so I'm keeping those. But if you were to add one of those to your collection, which one might you want to see in your own collection? I would love to see what I have that some of you might be interested in trying to find. And then if I find another one, I could certainly maybe point you in that direction. But so that was our first walkthrough of pin books 1 and 2. I have 2 more pin books that I will go through with you, and then we'll just kind of keep on adding to the collection. I might also go ahead and share with you all of the different pins that I have available for trade if anybody is interested in doing a little bit of trading while the parks are closed down and we can't get in there to trade. We could maybe do some trading right through the mail if you're interested. So maybe that'll be a video that I'll do later this week. So kind of just like keep tuned. And if you are looking for any updates or things like that, I also have a Facebook page, Mickey's Magical Delivery. That's specifically for the personal shopping business, but because that is kind of closed down right now because we can't get into the outlets, that is probably where I'm going to be posting any of the updates for the YouTube channel. So if you are interested in the content on this channel and maybe looking for some updates from time to time, you might want to check out that Facebook page as well. So until our next video and part 2 of my pin collection, bye-bye.